Hey guys, welcome to another solo sortie. Today's sortie is Mutalist V, and the condition is fire damage. So we're going to be using Mesa for this. The reason for this is because fire reduces your max health quite a bit, but since Mesa has Shatter Shield, it shouldn't be too bad trying to stay alive because it gives a 95% damage reduction. So this is the build I'm using for her. You basically just want duration, efficiency, and strength. You don't care about range really at all. The only reason I have some range is to CC the enemies around me. But in Infested, you don't really need that much range, so you could take off Stretch for more power strength if you wanted. Also, if you have a dash here, you could put in Corrosive Projection. That'd probably be about the same damage. I probably won't remember to try to get a proc before using Growing Power or whatever. But yeah, anyways, then I'm also going to use the Tiger's Prime for this. So the reason I'm using the Tiger's Prime is because it's really good at dealing a lot of slash procs and a lot of high damaging slash procs. And the cool thing about Mutalist V is when he's invulnerable, he won't take any damage, but you can stack slash procs. So basically what you can do is shoot him a bunch while he's invulnerable with the Tiger's Prime. He'll get a lot of slash procs, and then once he goes vulnerable, if those slash procs are still going, then they'll deal damage. So you kind of like prep slash procs for when he's vulnerable. And then lastly, I have the Fierce here. The reason I have the Fierce is because I want to be able to regenerate some health. If you're not using Mesa or someone with damage reduction like Nidus, then the Fierce is going to be really bad because you have such a small health pool that you're not going to really be able to regenerate any health anyways. But yeah, Shatter Shield just makes your HP so high that it's worth it. So if this were any other weapon, you wouldn't want Winds of Purity here, you'd want Augur Pact. This is just what we have to get the lifesteal. But other than that, this is the pretty standard Mesa build. I really recommend having Lethal Torrent or at least some fire rate mod because it makes you ramp up your damage just way quicker. Especially when it's in conjunction with Arcane Velocity, which we have equipped here. And then I have no melee weapon. That's just because I don't use a melee, and this will give us 50 more health. So in fire damage, that's probably like 20 more health or something. So it's not really that big, but you know, it might save us once. But yeah, anyway, so let's get on into it. So another person that's really good for this is Valkyr. Especially if you're in a group scenario where V is vulnerable for longer periods of time, then Valkyr is really good. So how he goes vulnerable is he takes off his collar and puts it on someone else and controls them. And the person he's controlling is one of your allies, and they can kill you. So like if you're Valkyr with only a strong melee weapon and no strong primary or secondary, then you won't kill your allies when you get controlled. So that's really nice for group. The other thing that's nice is if you use Equinox, her maim will go off when she gets controlled. So you can build up damage the whole time with Equinox's maim, and then once you get controlled, the damage will proc. But since we're in a solo setting, there's no one to control except for you, so he just doesn't control anyone. So he has really short windows of vulnerability. So that's why we need to do things like have high burst damage people. One of the highest burst damages is a slide attack from Valkyr, but it's kind of hard to time, so you just like spam it. So we're just going to get a bunch of slash procs, and then he was only vulnerable for a second, but you could maybe see that the slash procs did damage, just a slight amount of damage. But yeah, so this time we're going to try her fourth ability. So we just gotta wait for him to go vulnerable. Yep, we got 2 shots off on him. Oops, I should probably be moving around so I don't die. The other thing I should have up is my second ability, to CC enemies around me. Okay, and then now I need more energy, so I'm just going to start stacking slash procs again. Oops, wrong weapon. If you go down while you're in Shatter Shield, it automatically switches you back to your secondary. It's just a little bug, so you got to pay attention to that. Okay, we got enough energy again. I can clear out this mob. I want to make sure Alad B is always in my scope, so that when he goes vulnerable I can hit him. There's probably some Parasitic Eximus around here. Maybe not. Okay, so we got some damage off there. Okay, we gotta stop this, put our Shatter Shield back up so we don't die. And one thing, oh, yeah, you can do it reactively. You won't get quite as much damage, but it'll be a lot safer and keep you alive better. I'm going to heal up a little bit with my Furious. Okay, I switch back to Tiger's Prime. Oops. Alright, where is he? Dang, we didn't quite have enough energy to do much there. Our Shadow Shield's down, so we gotta get some energy for a second so we can get it back up. There we go. Alright, and so I was trying slash procs with the Tiger's Prime and also with the Vectis Prime, and the Vectis Prime was doing more damage. Even though it was doing much less slash procs, the slash procs were much bigger, so when he went vulnerable, he took a lot more damage. And Vectis Prime still has a pretty fast fire rate, so you can pretty reliably stack some slash procs. Need to find an enemy so I can heal up. There we go. So we've gotten enough corrosive procs on him that his armor's gone, which is kind of nice. Since there's no enemies, I'm just gonna hold my thing on him. There we go. We got a lot more damage that time, so we're getting pretty close to killing him. Must be a parasitic Eximus. My energy wasn't regenerating. Shadow Shield back up, my ability back up. Alright, now we're just gonna wait for him to go vulnerable again. Oh, he knocked me back right when he went vulnerable, so we didn't really get any damage off. We can clear out the mobs too. There we go. Okay. Oh. Got a little more damage off. The problem is his shield comes back every time, so unless we're doing slash damage, it might not be really doing much damage to his health. We got knocked again right when we were trying to do it. Just kind of keep an eye on his health bar so you can see when it's gray. When he does that slam attack thing, that means he's about to go vulnerable. Let's stack some more slash procs. So you can see all those 96s coming out for the second he was vulnerable. It's definitely a lot more damage with the Tiger's Prime though. Yeah, so this is so much harder in solo because he's just vulnerable for these super short windows. Oh, I let my Shadow Shield go down. Did we get him? Nope, not quite. We're getting really close though. Okay, clearing out the population a little bit since we got plenty of energy right now. There we go. So yeah, see if you have it out already, you're going to do a lot more damage because you don't have to wait for your reaction time. If your reaction time is really quick, it really doesn't matter, but yeah. So yeah, Equinox is good for this, Valkyrie is good for this. If you're playing Valkyrie, you want to just kind of constantly just be doing your slide attack right up against him because you don't know when he's going to go vulnerable. But if you get a slide attack in, it does probably like a third of his health in one shot. You could potentially try Mag and just put a bubble on him and try to shoot him right when he goes vulnerable, but I don't really know how easy it's going to be to stay alive with Mag. So that might be kind of tough. But yeah, in a group scenario, I think Valkyrie is the best because you don't have to worry about killing your allies since you don't have to have strong primary weapons, and then you can also just slide attack him for when he's controlling someone else and do a ton of damage. But yeah, thanks for watching and have a good day.